Nepal is bordered by China to the north and India to the south. The mountainous north has 8 of the world's 10 largest mountains, while the fertile and humid soil is heavily populated with peoples of various castes and ethnic backgrounds. Even the climate has as much as 5 seasons in any year.
Something lot from China, there's switch and pepper and there's something like that, and something lot from India. We got garam masala, garlic, and something is flavor on Nepalese flavor, mustard and fenugreek seed. Long time our generation, Nepalese generation, they long time use fresh garlic, fresh mustard oil. They Nepalese on spice on recipe, something like that, yeah.
And it is no surprise that Nepalese people have taken many influences from their larger neighbours. However, there are still many flavours that have always been unique to Nepal.
Even fresh mustard also we grow on the farm. You don't have to buy much from market. And that's why it's all oil and spice, all flavor is very strong and tasty. Yeah, that's why I think Nepali food is very nice. Yeah.
Momo kukura are dumplings made with chicken, and they are an extremely popular snack food in Nepal.
Some people eat or use for lunch, some people even dinner, and most of people use for snacks. Easy to eat, just buy. And over there, give more than 10 pieces, like 12 pieces, some restaurant, even 15 pieces. Quite very fresh and quite big pieces and big straw. That's why people just walking around, just buy and eat. Something fun, yeah. That's why, yeah.
There are 2 stages to this recipe. To make the filling, you need some freshly minced chicken, garlic, ginger, onions, and coriander. You'll also need a range of ground spices to give your momo their distinctive flavour. Finally, a few seasonings are added to make these Morris snacks even more mouth-watering. The dough for the momo wrappers is very easy to make and features just a few very common ingredients. First, we need to prepare the filling. Take a large mixing bowl and place about 200 grams of minced chicken into it. Put the bowl to one side and then peel and dice a large red onion. Put the onion into the bowl with the chicken. Next, take a bunch of fresh spring onions, remove their stalks, and then finely slice them like so. Again, add these to the mixing bowl along with the other ingredients. A teaspoon of fresh chopped coriander will add distinctive flavour to the mix. In order to bind the filling together, liberally pour about 3 tablespoons of cooking oil over the mixture. Season with a generous dash of salt and a teaspoon of soy sauce. Add 1 tablespoon of curry powder, half a teaspoon of turmeric, and a full teaspoon of ground cumin seeds. Other key ingredients of the filling include garlic and ginger pastes. You'll need about half a tablespoon of each. Now, mix the ingredients together well. Then cover and refrigerate while you make the dumpling wrappers. For this part of the recipe, you'll need about 200 grams of plain flour in another large mixing bowl. Slowly mix in a cup of water with your hands. Continue to knead the mixture until it begins to combine together to form a nice dough. You may need to do this for about 10 minutes before your dough is ready. Liberally sprinkle some flour onto your worktop and roll out the dough to a thickness of a few millimetres. Then, carefully pick up the dough and turn it over before rolling it again, this time until it's only 1 to 2 millimetres thick. Flour the top of the flattened dough and flip it over again. Now take an egg ring and cut out as many circles as you can. Remember to re-roll any excess dough and cut more circles. Now is the time to fill our beautiful momo dumplings. First, cover a plate with a little oil. This will prevent the dumplings from sticking. To fill, hold a wrapper in one hand and place a tablespoon of filling mixture onto it. With the other hand, bring all the edges to the center, making little pleats as you go. Pinch and twist the pleats to ensure the absolute closure of the stuffed dumpling. Place your dumplings onto the oil plate until you are ready to cook them. Fill a steamer with water and place it on your stove. Then oil the steamer rack well. This is important as it will prevent the dumplings from sticking. Place the dumplings into the steamer and allow a little space for them to expand during cooking. When your water is boiling, place the lid on the steamer rack and then place the dumplings over the boiling water for about 8 to 10 minutes. Serve your momos immediately on a plate with a generous serve of golbeda ko achar, which we will make shortly. They really are a mouth-watering and satisfying snack that's well worth the effort of making. Nepalese cuisine is famous for achar, a vegetable or fruit pickle made from lemon juice, salt, and numerous spices. Homemade pickles became popular across Nepal in the days before refrigeration, as the fermentation process preserved food very well.
There is thousands of variety of achar because different culture, different religion, different weather. And hillside, Himalayan side, they like to eat quite hot and flavored because they are very cold. And there's another side, not too cold, different religion, different people. And also achar is one good for thing in countryside. Even countryside don't have refrigerator, fridge. In city side, like 20 years, 50 years ago, they don't have fridge, anything. That's why they put some spice and then keep 2-3 days, doesn't go off. That's why they started from that achar is spicy. Now everyone used to eat, used to like. That's why more popular.
To make golbeda ko achar, you need some large ripe tomatoes, lots of garlic, and of course chili. You'll also need the juice of a lemon and a bunch of coriander. Spices such as chili powder and Nepalese timur will add an authentic flavour to your achar. The first thing you'll need to do is slice a number of fine, ripe tomatoes in half and put them aside for later. You'll need to slice about 4 tomatoes in total. Next, take a small bunch of washed coriander and finely chop the leaves. Place the herbs into a small bowl. Pick up a long green chili, remove its stalk, and then chop it into sections of about 1 centimetre. Add the chili, including the seeds, to another bowl. Now grab about 4 or 5 peeled cloves of garlic and roughly chop them into pieces. Place to one side. Now you are ready to start the cooking process. Heat a frying pan with some oil to a moderate heat and add the tomato halves one by one. Allow them to cook a little before adding the chopped garlic. Next, add the green chili to the pan and mix the ingredients together. Add a teaspoon of salt and a tablespoon of Szechuan pepper, and then place the entire contents of the pan into a blender. Now add the chopped coriander and 2 tablespoons of lemon juice and blend until the ingredients reach a fine liquid consistency. And that's it. A simple but very versatile tomato relish that is the taste of Nepal. It is best stored in an airtight container and served with any number of dishes as a tasty condiment. Coming up on Cultural Flavours, we discover the dish of the Nepali nation. In Nepal, it is customary to serve meals on a platter, combining several meat and vegetable dishes, boiled rice, and a variety of condiments.
In countryside in Nepal, most people don't use spoon. They use by hand. They eat by hand. So that's why everything keep dal, bhat, tarkari, and rice in the middle. Also chutney. We call chutney, gulbida achar. Indian in Hindi call chutney. We call gulbida achar, and tomato pickle actually, and yogurt, something like that. And everything on the plate. Then that's why look nice. Don't need to different curry bowl.
A wonderful and extremely popular example of this is dal bhat masu, which literally means dal, rice and meat with gravy. As in India, lentils are an important staple of Nepalese cuisine, and they are commonly used across every region of Nepal. By far, the most popular dish is dal, a spicy soup made from black urad dal, tomatoes, garlic and a variety of ground and dried spices. Bhat, or rice, usually plays a central role in these platters, and it will always be surrounded by a number of other dishes that are served in small separate bowls. Basmati rice is common to the region and noted for its delicate fragrance and flavour. Our dal bhat masu features kukura ko masu, a simple chicken curry prepared with tomato, garlic and ginger. A common alternative to masu is takari, a curry made simply with vegetables. An important ingredient in this, and nearly all Nepalese curries, is a dried herb called jimbu. Used extensively across Nepal for its unique taste, which is similar to onions or chives, it is also said to have exceptional medicinal properties. We'll show you how to prepare this delicious curry later in the show. Vegetable dishes are extremely popular and vary across the country. A delicious dish we shall prepare later is saag, a simple stir-fry featuring mustard leaves, chilli and several Nepalese spices. Of course, the most quintessential Nepalese side dish of all would have to be achar. Made from numerous fresh ingredients, the variety of achars is staggering, and it is said that they number in the thousands. This is golbeda ko achar, a spicy tomato relish that is added to platters and, of course, used as a dipping sauce for Nepalese dumplings. A small serving of plain yogurt puts the finishing touches to this traditional Nepalese meal.
Dal bhat tarkari that's one kind of fixed menu. We call dal bhat tarkari. In Indian call thali. Thali. That's fixed menu, fixed price. But some people eat less, some people eat more. Don't have to pay again, The fixed price can have more dal, more bhat, more tarkari. Yeah, even masu as well, dal bhat masu. Not like not limited thing. That's why many different tastes, same price. So that's why people like to eat that one. Many tourists also eat there. I can see there. Or everyone asking, okay, I like to try dal bhat tarkari today. I like to try dal bhat tarkari tonight. Yeah, that's why I think. Yeah.
Kukura ko masu is a simple, slightly salty and lightly spiced Nepali curry made with tender pieces of chicken. The subtle flavours of this dish are very reminiscent of the foothills of the Himalaya.
Well, kukra ko masu is, kukra is chicken, masu is meat. Meat is, masu is everything, beef, pork, chicken, beef, everything. But most of people don't eat beef Nepali people don't eat meat. That's why different religion, also different flavor, different spices. That's why people make and people eat different. Even in Kathmandu, Nepali people, they make a meat achar, meat pickle. Nepali people, everything, even they pray or something, they must have meat item. Many things, you know.
To try this delicious curry at home, you need a few common ingredients as well as a range of dried spices. We're using about 200 grams of chicken breast, which we've already diced into bite-sized pieces. All of these spices should be available from your local supermarket, including Szechuan pepper, which has a slightly lemony flavour and is native to China. Of course, we're using mustard oil to give a truly authentic Nepali taste. Before starting the cooking process, you need to chop a large red onion and dice a tomato. Like most curries, the secret is to start with a great paste. Pour about 4 dessert spoons of mustard oil into a large saucepan and heat to a moderate temperature. First, put about half a teaspoon of fenugreek seeds and half a teaspoon of cumin seed into the oiled pan. Quickly scoop 1 generous tablespoon of garlic and ginger paste and then add 1 red onion which has been finely chopped. Mix the ingredients well and cook until the onions brown. Take a good pinch of jimbo and a tablespoon of turmeric powder and add to the paste. To add a little liquid, add some chopped tomato. About 1 will do. Now for a few ground spices. You need to add a teaspoon of curry and chili powders, a generous tablespoon of crushed cumin seeds, and some ground Szechuan pepper. Finally, season with a large pinch of salt and then stir the paste very well, allowing the spices to release their exotic aroma. After about 3 or 4 minutes, your paste is ready and you can cook your chicken. Pour in about 200 grams of diced chicken breast and stir really well. We want to make sure that the meat is thoroughly coated with the curry paste. Then cook for another 3 or 4 minutes. Now turn the heat down low and let the curry simmer for about 4 minutes. Give your curry a good stir and then add about 2 tablespoons of coriander. At this stage, your curry sauce will be quite dry, so it's a good idea to add about 1 cup of water. Stir until cooked through, put the lid on the pan and allow to simmer until you are ready to eat. Kokura ko masu is a tasty curry that is simple to prepare. It comes straight from the foothills of the Himalaya to your very own table for you to enjoy at home. This dish is best eaten with basmati rice or roti. Next on Cultural Flavours, a tasty leafy dish that truly tastes of Nepal. Commonly eaten across most of the Indian subcontinent, saag is a tasty curry dish made with either spinach, mustard leaves and various other greens.
Mustard leaf is, we call raiko saag. That is mustard spinach. Because there's mustard leaf every house on garden. People grow that one. That's why I think it's very tasty, and you don't have to buy to another spinach. So that's why people cooked it. They're very tasty, very soft, very crunchy, and flavored. They cooked quickly, and many people like it. And that's why Nepali people liked and cooked that saag.
Today we will prepare an authentic Nepalese saag using fresh mustard leaves. These can be found in most Asian supermarkets, as can ghee, commonly known as clarified butter, and mustard oil, which has a hot, nutty flavour. Alternatively, you could swap these ingredients for other more common ones such as spinach, butter and vegetable oil if you wish. First, we need to prepare the ingredients. Grab a bunch of washed mustard leaves and roughly chop them, including the stalks and leaves as you chop. Heat some oil in a frying pan to a high heat. Add 1 whole dried red chilli and 1 pinch of cumin seeds to the oil. Scoop 1 teaspoon of chopped ginger and mix the ingredients together. Next, add about half a teaspoon of turmeric and then a good dessert spoon of ghee. Let the butter warm through before adding the mustard leaves. Liberally season with salt before giving all the ingredients a thorough stir through to ensure that all the greens are generously coated with flavour. So there you have it, saag made with mustard leaves, a fresh and very tasty accompaniment to any main meal. We hope we have uncovered the mystery of the local cuisine in the Nepalese high country. It is a food of many influences and flavours, yet it still maintains its own unique tastes and style. The food of Nepal relies greatly upon the produce that is readily available and in season, and its dishes have been greatly influenced by the diverse cultures and geography of the region. It is, of course, a cuisine that is well worth exploring just as much as the mountains that dominate its landscape. Cultural Flavours continues to explore the world through the diversity of food. From Nepal to Japan, France to Korea, let Cultural Flavours take you on a gastronomic journey so you can experience the tastes of the globe at home.